arrest warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pretrial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags and found drugs on him.
The massive mistake Kodak Black just pulled might actually finish his whole rap career for good. Reports are blowing up saying the Florida rapper is finally heading to court to face those serious trafficking and possession charges. Lawyers are saying things don't look good for him this time. Since he's a repeat offender, they believe the judge might throw him straight into prison instead of sending him to rehab. But here's where things went from bad to straight up disastrous. Kodak jumped on Instagram Live and confessed he'd been using something dangerous. He even mentioned it's the same kind of stuff they cooked up in Breaking Bad. Fans were stunned, and the internet lit up instantly. That one live stream might have just been the final strike for his whole career.
Yeah, it must be off today because he eating good. What you mean? You mean like as in like I must be off it, or I must like not be on it? What you trying to say? Whoever the name, Mellow Fellow. You don't know me. I eat good. I eat good every day, all day, yeah, man. High or not, yeah. I'm being a.
But that shit don't bother me. You hit up talking.
I tried it though.
It's talking about you said keep.
I don't keep for real. But I'm gonna tell you how to say it right now. Man, everybody be on. It's nothing. You feel me? That's why I said that. That's why I had said that. You feel me?
Once that live stream clip got pulled up as evidence in court, everything went downhill fast. Reports from inside the courtroom said the mood was tense. One lawyer even wrote that prosecutors and officials were making it clear they don't think Kodak deserves any more chances. It's like the judge already had his mind made up. Now it's officially time for him to face a sentence. But the big question is, for how long? The bad part? Kodak didn't take the news well at all. The very next day, he hopped on TikTok Live, looking stressed and totally out of it. Fans watching said he didn't seem himself at all, and people started worrying that he's losing control right before everyone's eyes.
Absolutely, I like that. All right, DP, thank you, brother.
Yeah, you was sports.
All right, coming up next, I want to play some Drew Hill. I got Camper, I got Anita Baker, all on the way. My name is Juby Rodriguez. I'm in for Shelby Russian today.
Hot 105.
Russian today.
Hot 105.
But Kodak's situation didn't just stay quiet. Rapper Boosie jumped in and had something to say about it. He warned that Kodak might have a real tough time if he ends up behind bars. Boosie pointed out that Kodak made a whole song with 6ix9ine, and that move could come back to haunt him big time. Everyone knows what happened. After 6ix9ine snitched, his name became poison in the streets and especially inside prison. Boosie made it clear that people locked up don't respect that at all, and teaming up with him could make Kodak's time way harder than he ever expected.
You know, Kodak done been in jail, bro, so that was a detrimental move to him, bro. Like 6ix9ine, I'm gonna tell you this, Black, and I'm pretty sure 6ix9ine knows this too. 6ix9ine is the most hated person in prison.
Really?
You hear 6ix9ine name damn near every other day. When people looking at their case, this motherfucker 6ix9ine. Like he is hated. He's hated. He's hated, bro. What Kodak did, he's gonna have to stand on that. He better stay out of. I got 9 calls from the feds, from the state, everything. Like, Boost, is it true? I know people are, bro, they gonna get on Kodak for that, bro. If he ever.
Things get even more serious once you remember, this isn't Kodak's first time dealing with charges like these. He's already been in and out of court before, which is exactly why the judge isn't showing any mercy this round. They've already locked in his sentencing date for February 20th, and the tension around that day is getting wild. Back in 2023, Kodak openly admitted he was sipping on drink, but he strongly denied using anything else. He had pleaded not guilty to the possession and firearm charges at the time, trying to clear his name. But now, with all this new trouble stacked on top, people are starting to wonder if he's finally run out of chances.
I was on the and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house. But that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. I mean, so all that shit is just the process that it had to be in any other mud shot. The process that even though like bogus is, I'm plastered all over the internet. Then on top of that, it's like, bro, like, I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro. Like, nah, like, man, you better off.
Right after Kodak came clean about it, things exploded fast. The feds stormed his house and took him into custody. It was a full-on raid that had everyone talking. But somehow, the first time around, he managed to catch a serious break. Kodak brought in a top lawyer who pulled off a huge move, convincing the court to send him to rehab instead of straight to jail. That legal win probably saved his career back then, but it's looking like his luck might have finally run out this time. People are already saying the system won't go easy on him again.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
It is just unjust and not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample,
I understand
that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
The sad truth is, Kodak might not get that same lucky break this time, especially since he's now seen as a repeat offender. But what really shocks people is how he ended up slipping back after working so hard to get clean. It's important to look at how it all happened. During his year in rehab, Kodak went completely off the grid. No social media, no music, nothing. He took that break seriously and actually started turning his life around. He was writing new tracks, hitting the gym, and focusing on becoming a better version of himself. When he finally got out, he dropped his track Walk, and fans went wild. Everyone thought it marked a brand new chapter for Kodak, like he was really about to make a comeback. But that instant wave of success might have been what pulled him right back in. With people loving him again, Kodak seemed to get caught up in the hype. Trying to promote his music even more, he jumped on a live stream with Kai Cenat, and that's when things took a strange turn. Fans noticed something was off. Kodak started sweating like crazy, swatting at things that weren't even there, and yelling random stuff. The whole internet started buzzing, saying something didn't seem right with him at all.
Can't always say, but at times when it feel good, that's what you say sometimes. Yeah.
I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
The very next day after that wild live stream, Kodak tried to make things right. He went online, apologized, and tried to explain what really went down, but people weren't convinced. Even with his words, his behavior still seemed off, and fans could clearly see something wasn't adding up. He was still acting strange, moving erratically, and looking nothing like the focused Kodak everyone had just seen months earlier. His apology didn't calm the situation. It only made people more worried about what was really happening behind the scenes.
Come on, say y'all people that who be on that, y'all be on all type, y'all be on say all type of stupid. Yeah, but I take you one, and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, I try to like, and then you don't think.
Even after all that chaos, the idea of being on live streams still got Kodak hyped up. He loved the thrill of connecting with fans in real time and showing off little pieces of his life. It made him feel close to his audience again. So he decided to hop back on Instagram Live to give everyone a glimpse of what he was up to. But things went sideways instantly. Right from the start, it was clear something wasn't right. Kodak ended up live streaming himself tweaking out in his kitchen. Fans were shocked, leaving comments non-stop, saying he didn't look okay at all. What was supposed to be a chill, fun moment turned into another viral mess for him.
Bitch got the singing, you want a Mac? Got some singing, got the singing. Bitch, boy, got some singing, boy, want you on your back. Yeah, stuck on Mac. Hey, stuck on Mac. Then a bed rest, there's a long nap, because she took it out today, and you can't do it back. You can't help.
Sadly, things just kept spiraling even more for Kodak. Those strange tweaked out moments didn't stop. They actually got worse with every new live stream. Fans were already worried, but then he said something that left everyone completely speechless. During another Instagram session, Kodak looked spaced out and muttered that he was just waiting to pass away. The comments section instantly blew up with people begging him to get help and check in with someone. It was a heartbreaking moment that showed how deep his struggles had really gone.
Everybody getting while we waiting on other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Hey, bro, like let time do it, bro. Time is the best. What you call it? Whether it's gonna heal or whatever it's gonna let let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. Like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense. No sense at all. To try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world on. Everybody on. Your man on. Your tone. Everybody again. While we waiting, while we just down here waiting on when we're gonna.
But the reason Kodak said something so dark actually came from what people were posting online. One tweet started it all. It said, "Every time I see Kodak Black, I get so sad. That man has like 4 baby mamas, and none of you greedy women care about him for real. Because why aren't y'all helping? Probably just sitting around waiting for him to pass away." That tweet went viral fast and hit Kodak hard. It painted him like a broken man with no real support around him, and that kind of talk can mess with anyone's head. After that, more fans started speaking up, saying things like, "Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not even acting like a human." While another person posted, "Anyone else afraid if Kodak doesn't get help, we're going to lose him?" All those emotional messages were reactions to that shocking viral video where Kodak was seen eating chicken in the middle of the road, looking completely lost. The internet couldn't believe what they were seeing, and concern for him exploded overnight.
The wrong thing. Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother. Talk to the people. That part of the okay.
Hold on, bro. I want to be funny. Bro, I want to join this, bro. I'm going to be right here, bro.
One of the biggest reasons behind Kodak's pain and what keeps pushing him toward using again is the deep feeling that nobody's ever really loved him. That kind of emptiness can mess with a person's mind in a heavy way. People close to him have said Kodak often talks about how he's never felt genuine love, not from relationships, not even from the people who claim to be his friends. It's like no matter how much fame or money he gets, he still feels completely alone. That sadness is what's been eating away at him and making everything spiral out of control.
I know girl treated you right. Never, bro. I never had love. I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it.
When Kodak blew up early in his career, all that fame came fast, and it completely changed the people around him. He never really knew who was there out of love and who was just around for the clout or the money. That kind of pressure can mess up anyone's head, especially when you're young and suddenly on top of the world. But interestingly, Kanye West actually related to what Kodak was going through. Seeing all the chaos, Kanye tried to step in from behind the scenes. He even reached out through people in Kodak's circle, hoping to help him get back on track. Kanye understood that kind of fame can isolate you, and he didn't want to see Kodak fall apart the same way others have before.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now, I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't, I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't, I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
It's honestly heartbreaking to see how the people closest to Kodak act around him instead of helping him out. The clip you're about to see shows exactly what's wrong with the crowd he keeps near him. People seem more interested in clowning him than caring about what he's going through. In the video, Kodak's clearly not himself. He's slurring, moving funny, and rambling about how he's Drake's favorite rapper. Instead of calming him down or trying to check on him, the person next to him laughs it off and tells him he's wrong, then keeps filming like it's some kind of joke. Moments like this make it painfully clear that Kodak doesn't have the right people around him. They're watching him struggle in real time and still choosing to record instead of reaching out to help.
I'm Drake's favorite rapper.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that, even his people always say that. They always say that. Even when you know what I mean? Even when he ain't around, so shit like, oh, no, it's for real, bro. You can say, you just good.
But the wild clips of Kodak just kept coming out month after month, each one showing him slipping further away from the person fans used to know. Every new video had people worried, wondering if anyone was really trying to help him behind the scenes. That's when another rapper known as Boonk stepped in and reached out to Kodak personally. Boonk had been through his own battles and knew exactly what that kind of pain and addiction felt like. Instead of judging him, he tried to be there, offering some real support when it looked like everyone else was just watching from the sidelines.
Well, right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla at me.
Sadly, things still didn't turn around for Kodak, even after others tried to help. Just a week later, he popped out again, and what happened next left fans disappointed. During an encounter, a supporter came up to him and said something positive, telling Kodak how much they loved seeing him sober and doing good. But instead of taking it as love, Kodak snapped back with an aggressive tone, clearly irritated by the comment. You could tell he wasn't in the right headspace at all, and that short moment showed how deep his frustration and pain had gotten. Fans watching the clip said it was tough to see him lash out like that when people were genuinely rooting for him.
Say I love when Kodak's sober. Change sober. I look sober.
Now you're going to two.
No, it's sober.
Yo.
For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? Too young sober. Young sober.
Not long after that tense moment, Kodak made another public appearance, this time at a Baltimore Ravens football game. At first, it seemed like a positive sign, with him showing love and support for Lamar Jackson and the whole Ravens squad. But once the cameras caught him, fans instantly grew concerned again. People watching the footage said something seemed off about Kodak. His movements, his expressions, everything felt a little unusual. Social media started blowing up with posts like, "I'm worried for Kodak's health, man. He doesn't look okay." What was supposed to be a fun, uplifting moment turned into another wave of concern about his well-being.
Hey Kodak, what you gotta say about the Ravens, big G? I love Ravens. Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you gotta tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hey, that boy Yak in the city. Yeah, Yak in the city. I live out here. Hello. Yeah, Yak in the city. Baltimore. Let them know.
That clip spread like wildfire online, and it finally caught the attention of some people who could actually reach Kodak directly. The viral moment got so big that it pulled in some real voices from the hip-hop world who wanted to lift him up instead of tearing him down. Wallow and Gilly from $1 Million Worth of Game stepped in with some heartfelt advice for Kodak. They told him straight up, "Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you." Their words hit deep, reminding him that beyond the fame, the fans, and all the noise, he's still got people who truly depend on him. It was one of the few times lately that someone spoke to Kodak with genuine care and respect.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you. You gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people want to laugh, they want to joke, they want to criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
Him to remember the people who truly need him the most, his family. According to reports, Kodak has 5 kids who depend on him, and he's also the main provider for his entire household. That's a lot of weight to carry, and it's clear that pressure has been eating away at him. But then came one of the strangest and saddest turns in his story. Kodak somehow ended up being invited to the White House to speak. With everything he had been going through, fans were shocked that he even showed up. Unfortunately, people who saw the footage said it looked like he was tweaking right there inside the White House. What could have been a powerful, redeeming moment turned into another public scene that left everyone worried all over again.
So like, imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dumb people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? Who's gonna take the trash out?
After seeing one of those clips of himself going viral again, something finally clicked for Kodak. It seemed like he realized how bad things had gotten and how his actions were starting to hurt not just his image, but also the people who still cared about him. Trying to make things right, Kodak decided to speak up publicly and hopped on a podcast to apologize. He told everyone he was sorry for the way he'd been acting and admitted he hadn't been in the right space lately. It was a rare, honest moment from him, showing a glimpse of the old Kodak fans had been hoping to see again, too.
I'm honestly, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to everybody that I wronged. And I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to all the girls who heart I broke. I'm sorry to young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
She did? Sadly, that apology didn't change much for Kodak. Just when it seemed like he was finally turning things around, he jumped right back into the headlines with another unexpected moment. Not long after his public apology, Kodak decided to respond to Kanye, and what he said had everyone talking again. He went online and said, "Kanye a real one. You know why he a real one? Kanye the only guy who still likes Diddy." The comment instantly started trending, with fans split between confusion and laughter. Some thought he was trying to show loyalty, while others said he was just stirring the pot again. Either way, Kodak managed to drag himself right back into the spotlight, this time for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause I'm some whole kind of Kanye the only still did it. Cause he know he ain't a lot of the other look at me. I'm clean, yeah. In her wife, Kanye
But now, all those shocking clips of Kodak are coming back to haunt him in court. Reports say they'll be used as evidence in his next hearing, and it's not looking good at all. With everything that's happened, it's likely the judge will decide Kodak needs to spend some real time behind bars to finally get himself together. They already gave him a shot at regular rehab, but since that clearly didn't work, the court might see jail time as the only way to make him face reality and truly heal. It's a tough situation, and fans everywhere are holding their breath to see what happens next. What do you think? Can Kodak turn it all around this time, or is this really the end of the road for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video to keep the conversation going.